So Bitmain just came out with the new Antminer K7, and this miner is actually one of the most profitable miners right now on the Eagle Song network and in ASIC miners overall. So today we're going to be having a look at the terahash for this miner, and then we're going to look at profitability on different coins. So firstly, I want to start off with this tweet by Bitmain saying that the Antminer actually sold out very fast. The K7 is sold out in 28 seconds. So if you were lucky enough to get a hold of one of these, then you're going to be making really good profits for the price that you paid. And the ROI on these is extremely low. However, they don't actually release until January, as we'll see on the next page. So it says here, not yet available, first release in January. So that was kind of like a pre-sale. So you buy it and then they obviously all get shipped out. Now, it's known among miners that Bitmain actually holds stock of better miners. For example, they were probably holding the E9 for Ethereum for a while before they got rid of their old stock and then started to sell that. So normally they have a couple of miners locked up in storage before they sell out all the stock of the old miners, because obviously they make more profits if they sell all the old miners and then introduce a new miner. So they probably have in the works or even made already, better Bitcoin miners or better Eagle Song miners or for different algorithms. So as we can see here, the profitability per day on this K7 is $22.19 per day. Now this is at a price of 12 cents per kilowatt hour at the bottom. So in theory, we could actually up this, and we'll do that in a minute, just to see what profits we break even at. However, if we look at the price right here, they're obviously doing pre-orders, but it's around $5,000, $5,100, and the ROI on this is 225 days. So I'd liken this to maybe a 1660 Super back in around, November, December of 2021, where we had that kind of spike for Ethereum mining, and you could ROI on these 1660 Supers or 1660 Ti's really quickly in around 200 days. So this has actually got really good profitability, and it only consumes 3080 watts. The only problem is that it's only mineable on the Nervos network, which is the Eagle Song mining algorithm. If we go down here, we can actually up the electricity cost. Obviously, a lot of you won't have the 12 cents per kilowatt hour as your energy cost. So if we up it maybe to 20 cents, which is kind of an average across the whole of America, and we hit apply, we can still see that we're making good profitability of $16 per day, which is really good considering that a lot of ASIC miners that are coming out right now will have an ROI day of around 600 days with the price that they're at. So this is actually a great price, and the efficiency of it makes it so good that you can ROI in, around 7-8 months, something like that. Now, even if we do have the higher electricity costs, we have 20 cents per kilowatt hour here, but even in the UK, we have a average of around 40 cents per kilowatt hour, I believe. So even if we upped it to 40 cents per kilowatt hour and hit apply, we'd still be making profits per day of $1.80. So that's how efficient it is. It basically outranks every other ASIC in efficiency. And if we look at the Eagle Song algorithm here, as you can see, these are all the Eagle Song miners that you can buy. They are outperforming Gold Shell and the previous Antminer's K5 by a long shot. So at the top before the Antminer, we have the Gold Shell CK6, and that is only bringing in a hash rate of 19 terahash. However, the Antminer K7 is bringing in a whopping 63.5 terahash at the same wattage or lower than the previous Gold Shell CK6. And as you can see, the profitability per day is $22, which is way above any of these profitabilities that we see on the right side here. So if you manage to get one of these, then I think you're going to be making profits for a while. However, it also does depend on the coin that you're mining. Eagle Song isn't really adopted by a lot of coins, and there's not many coins that you're going to be able to mine, but the main one is the Nervos coin. Here, there's a bunch of pools for it. There's obviously worldwide ones that we can go for. 2 miners actually have a pool, so you can get payouts in Bitcoin. Now, the only thing that could let you down in profitability is the price of the Nervos coin. So when we look here at the chart for about 3 months, we can see it's kind of at a steady price, but took a dip because of the FTX drama and the whole crypto crash going in. But it still shows that the profits right now, even at this low price that it would have been at, is still good. But if it does go up to here, you'll be making way more profits, something around the $30 range, maybe something like that per day on 12 cents per kilowatt hour. And if you have lower, maybe 10 cents per kilowatt hour, you're going to be making more profits as well. So we haven't actually seen this hit the network because it's obviously coming out in January. But we're going to have a look at the hash rate and see what it could look like after these are introduced onto the network. So when we look here over the year on the Nervos network hash rate, we can see that they obviously took a dip off at around 130 to around 140 petahash. and then it dipped off to around 80 to 85. It's fluctuating between that, and it kind of slowly declined from there. These ASIC miners aren't exactly affected by the Ethereum merge because they're on a different algorithm, and it's not really going to have any move over from miners. But it's probably due to the crypto market crashing. So we could see an increased network hash rate when everyone gets a hold of these miners in January. We'll probably see a good chunk because they are so efficient and they've got a ton of terahash that they can be using. However, this is going to put the difficulty up, and we've seen this happen all the time. That new miners get introduced and the hash rate spikes, but the difficulty also spikes. So you're in theory going to make less profits, but it's still going to be profitable to mine using this Antminer K7. So overall, I think it's one of the most profitable miners right now. And if you were lucky enough to get a hold of it, then I think you're going to be profitable for a while now. Betting on the fact that Nervos network actually stays profitable. It could also take a dip off, but I think we're still heading for a bottom on the crypto market, but it's soon going to start, leveling out, and then you can still make profits on this coin. So that's it for the video, guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to watch the recommended video at the end of this video.